Today I am going to start a new lecture series which contains the previous year question solved of NEET exam. Here you see that 2019 there is a question x equals to a square b to the power half divided by c to the power 1 by 3 dq. The percentage error of A, B, C, D are respectively 1%, 2%, 3% and 4%. Find out the percentage of error of the quantity X. So here is 2019. This is unit number 1, unit dimension and measurement. Here X is related as a square, b to the power half and c to the power 1/3 into dq. This is the relation between x, a, b, c, d. Now del x by x into 100. This is the percentage of error of x can be expressed as 2 into del a divided by a into 100 plus half into del b by b into 100 or plus 1/3 into del c by c into 100 plus 3 into del d by d into 100, or it can be expressed that the percentage of error of x can be written as 2 power of percentage error of a plus half into percentage of error of b plus 1/3 into percentage error of c, and here is 3 into percentage error of d. Now here you have to put the value of a, b, c, d. That means percentage error of a was 1%, here is b is 2% and c is 3% and d is 4%. So it will be 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 12. So it will be 16%. So the percentage of error of x will be 16%. So 2019 question is solved. Now 2018. Here you see that a student measured the diameter of a small steel bar using screw gauge. The least count is 0.00 semi. So the LC least count of the screw gauge is given by 0.001 semi, and this main scale reading is 5 millimeter. So main scale equals to main scale reading MSR equals to 5 millimeter. 5 millimeter means 0.5 semi. Now, and zero circular division coincide with 1525 division of reference level. That means the circular scale division reading is 25 and has a zero error of, this is the error of this screw gauge. So the error equals to minus 0.004 semi. This is the reading. Now you have to calculate the diameter of this ball. So the diameter of the ball or bar can be written as MSR plus CSR into LC least count plus or minus zero error, zero error. This is the formula for calculating the diameter using screw gauge. Now here MSR is 0.5 semi and here CSR is 25 and LC is 0.001 semi and here is minus of zero error is 0.004. This total will be expressed as semi. Now it will be 0.5, here it will be 0.025 and here will be plus 0.004. This will be in semi. Now it will be, if I add 3 values, then it will be 5 to 9 semi. So the diameter of this bar or ball is given by 0.5 to 9 semi. Now in 2017, what is the problem in 2017? Here you see that a physical quantity of dimension of length, that means if physical quantities whose dimension is length, that can be formed out of C, G and E square by 4 pi epsilon naught. So there are 3 quantities. So number 1 is C. C is the velocity of light. So the diameter of C can be expressed as L T to the power minus 1. And here the gravitational constant G. So we know the Newton gravitational formula, that means F equals to G m by r square. So G will be F r square by m. So the dimension of G can be written as dimension of F, that means m L T to the power minus 2, and here is dimension of L square, that means r square, length square, here is m square. So it will be m to the power, here is square, so it will be m to the power minus 1, and here is L to the power 3 and T to the power minus 2. So the dimension of G is m to the power minus 1 L cube or T to the power minus 2. Okay, now here is another quantity is E square by 4 pi epsilon naught. E is the charge of electron. So using Coulomb's law, there is a Coulomb's law. Coulomb's law states that F, force, equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into charge square, that means Q square. Q square can be Coulomb's law. We can write the force equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught E square by r square, E for charge. Then it can be written as E square by 4 pi epsilon naught equals to F into r square. So dimension of E square by 4 pi epsilon naught equals to dimension of F into r square. So it will be m L T to the power minus 2, here is L square. So it will be m L Q T to the power minus 2. Now the physical quantity of dimension of length that can be formed of C, G and E square by 4 pi epsilon naught. Suppose a physical quantity I. This I can be expressed in terms of C, G and E square by 4 pi epsilon naught. So the dimension of I must be the dimension of length. So it can be written as the dimension of length equals to c to the power, dimension of suppose c to the power x and g to the power y and e square by 4 pi epsilon naught whole to the power z. So if I can calculate the value of x, y and z, then I can express the physical quantity I in terms of c, g and e square by 4 pi epsilon naught. Now the dimension here, it can be written as m to the power 0. Here is L and t to the power 0. Now the dimension of c is L t to the power minus 1. So L t to the power minus 1 whole to the power x. Now the dimension of z is m to the power minus 1, L to the power q and t to the power minus 2. This will be whole to the power y. And the dimension of e square by 4 pi epsilon naught is m L q t to the power minus 2 whole to the power z. So it can be expressed as m to the power 0 L and t to the power 0. Here is first is m. So here is m equals to here minus y and here is plus z. So m to the power minus y plus z, and here is L to the power, here is x, here is 3y and here is 3z. So L to the power x plus this will be x, here will be 3y and here will be 3z, and t to the power here is minus x, here is minus 2y and here is minus 2z. Now we can equate both sides, power of mass, power of length and power of time. Now if I equate the power of mass, then it will be minus y plus z equals to 0. So from this equation we can write that y equals to z, this equation number 1. Now if I equate the power of length, then it will be x plus 3y plus 3z equals to 1. This is the equation number suppose 2. And if I equate the power of time, then it will be minus x minus 2y minus 2z equals to 0. So from this equation we can write that minus x minus, here is y equals to z. So this y is replaced by z, so it will be my 2z, here is 2z equals to 0. So minus x equals to 4z, so x equals to minus 4z. This is equation number 3. Now if I put the value of x and y in this equation number 2, then what happened? That x equals to minus 4z and here is plus, here is 3 and y equals to z, so y is replaced by z, so this is 3z and also this is a 3z, this is equals to 1. So here is minus 4z plus 6z equals to 1, so 2z equals to 1, so z equals to half, z equals to half. If z equals to half, then y equals to will be half. Then if y equals to half, then it will be minus half, minus 2, it will be minus z minus x equals to minus 2. So the physical quantity I can be expressed as some dimensionless quantity into c to the power minus 2, c to the power minus 2, and g to the power y means half, that means this g to the power half, and e square by 4 pi epsilon naught whole to the power half. This is the equation. So it can be written as A, and this is the, it can be written as, this is the 1 by c square, and the GE divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into half. This is the formula of the physical quantities of dimension length in terms of c, g and e square by 2015. Number 1 is energy, velocity and time are chosen as a fundamental quantity. Calculate the dimensional formula of surface tension. So here is force, here is energy, velocity and time as a fundamental quantity. So surface tension can be expressed as this is a dimensionless constant in terms of energy e to the power suppose x and v to the power y and t to the power z. If I express the surface tension is in terms of energy, velocity and time, this constant is a dimensionless constant. Now here is surface tension is force by length, that means m l t to the power minus 2 divided by length, and here is, this is a dimensionless constant, then e to the power x, e for energy means the work done, so the dimension of energy can be written as m l t to the power minus 2, and here is, this is force into length, so it will be another length, that means m l square t to the power minus 2, so it will be whole to the power x, and here is velocity means l t to the power minus 1 y, and here is t to the power z, so it will be m t to the power minus 2, here is a, here m to the power x, here is l to the power, here is 2x, and here is plus y, here t to the power minus 2x minus y plus z. So this is the dimensional formula. So if I equate the power of mass, length, time in both sides, then we can write that x equals to 1, and here is 2x plus y equal l, here is l equals to 0, so this must be a 0, and here is minus 2x minus y plus z must be minus 2. So for this equation you can calculate that y equals to minus 2x, so here is value of x is 1, so it equals to minus 2. So if I put the value of x and y in this equation, then it will be 2 minus, here is plus z equals to minus 2, so z equals to minus 2. So it can be expressed as, surface tension can be expressed as a dimensionless constant e to the power, here is x, so value of x is 1, is y minus 2, so v to the power minus 2 and t to the power minus 2, so it will be t to the power minus 2. So the dimensional formula of surface tension, it will be e v to the power minus 2. And now number 2 is a critical velocity vc is eta to the power x, so vc is eta to the power x, rho to the power y and r to the power z. So eta is the coefficient of viscosity, rho is density, r is length. Find out the value of x, y and z if this is a critical velocity. So the velocity of critical velocity, the dimension of critical velocity is L to the power minus 1. So the dimension of eta, how to calculate the dimension of eta? Using Newton viscous force, F equals to eta A dV by dx. So eta equals to F by A dV by dx. So dimension will be m L t to the power minus 2. Here is L square, here is L t to the power minus 1, here is L cancel out. So it will be m L to the power minus 1 and t to the power minus 1. So the dimension will be m L to the power minus t to the power minus 1. Here is x. Density means mass divided by LQ, that means volume. So it will be mL to the power minus 3. So it will be y, and here is L to the power z, because r is the distance. So if I express in terms of mass, so it will be m to the power x, here is y, so m to the power x plus y, and here is L, so L to the power minus x, here is minus 3y plus z, and t to the power minus x minus only minus x. So if I equate power of mass, length and time in both sides, then it will be x plus y must be 0. Here is m equals to 0. So it can be written as x equals to minus y, and minus x minus 3y plus z equals to 1. This is equation number 1, this is equation number 2, and minus x equals to minus 1. So x equals to 1. This is equation number 3. So if x equals to 1, then from equation number 2 we can write that y equals to minus 1. So x equals to minus 1, x equals to 1 and y equals to minus 1. Then using this, from this equation we can write that this is minus x, so minus 1, here is minus 3y, value of y is minus 1, so plus 3 plus z equals to 1. So z equals to, here is 2, so 1 minus 2, that means minus 1. The value of x equals to 1, y equals to minus 1 and z equals to minus 1. This is the value of x, y and z. So we have completed the question of 2015. Now the question of 2014. Here you see that force, velocity and time are taken as a fundamental unit. So then you have to calculate the dimensional formula of mass. So mass can be expressed in terms of force, in terms of velocity and in terms of time. So it can be expressed as f to the power x, v to the power y and t to the power z. So here is m, here is L to the power 0, t to the power 0. So in this condition, here is m, L t to the power minus 2, here is x, and here is L t to the power minus 1, here is y, and here is t, z. So it can be expressed m whole to the power my x and L whole to the power x plus y, and for t it will be minus 2x minus y. Okay, so if I equate both sides, then x equals to 1, x plus y equals to 0, so y equals to minus x, so it will be minus 1. And for this third condition, 3 minus 3y minus, here is t to the power z, so it will be t to the power minus x, here must be a z plus z. So 2x minus y plus z equals to 0. So here is x equals to 1, y equals to minus 1 and plus z equals to 0. So z equals to 1. So it can be expressed, the dimension of mass will be f to the power. F y is x, so v to the power, v is minus 1, so here is minus 1, and t is z, so this is 1. So the dimensional formula of mass will be f, v to the power minus 1 and t to the power 1. Okay. This is the 2014 question. Now 2013. In 2013, it is similar problem I have discussed earlier. Here is P is related as AQ B square by CD. So percentage of error can be written as 3 into percentage of error A plus 2 into percentage of B plus C percentage error plus D percentage of error. So here is 3 into 1 plus 2 into 2 plus 3 plus 4. So it will be 3 plus 4 plus 3 plus 4. So 6 or 8, that means 14%. So the percentage of error of P will be 14. Now 2012. In 2012, you see that this is a very common question. That means the damping force on an oscillator is directly proportional to velocity. That means F is proportional to velocity. Then you have to find out the unit, the unit of the proportionality constant. So proportionality constant, you have to find out the unit of proportionality constant. Here this is a, suppose this is a proportional constant, this is a proportionality constant, so proportionality constant. So you have to find out the unit of this proportionality constant. So k equals to f by v. So the dimension of f, if I calculate the dimension of k, then it's m l t to the power minus 2. Here is the velocity, that means l t to the power minus 1. So it will be m, l cancel out, so t to the power minus 1. So the unit of k will be, here is mass, so this is kg, and here is second, so second inverse, or kg per second, or kg per second. This is the question of 2012. Here you see that in 2011, number 1 question, you have to find out the dimension of mu 0 epsilon 0 to the power minus half. That means you have to calculate the dimension of mu 0 epsilon 0 minus up to the power 2. That means it will be root over mu 0 epsilon 0. This is a dimension of, this is a dimension of C. That means 1 by root over mu 0 epsilon 0 is equals to the velocity of light, velocity of light. So the dimension of 1 by mu 0 epsilon 0 root over 0, it will be the dimension of C. That means it will be L t to the power minus 1. So the dimension of mu 0 epsilon 0 whole to the power half is L t to the power minus 1. Now number 2. Here the density of a material in CGS unit system is 4 gram per semi-cube. In a system in which the unit of length is 10 semi, that means 10 cb is a unit, that means there is a 2 unit system. There is a one is CGS system, another is unknown system. So here is the unit of mass is 1 gram, and here is unit of mass is 1 exogram, that means 100 gram, and the unit of length, here is length is 1 semi, and here is length is 10 semi. Unit of length is 10 semi, that means unit of mass is 100 gram and unit of length is 10 semi, and here is the unit of mass is 1 gram and unit of length is 1 semi. So here the value, that means here the value is, value is 4, and here is the value you have to calculate in this unit system. What will be the value? Suppose using the, that means always n1 u1 must be n2 u2. This is the equation. So here is n1 is 4 and u is the gram per semi cube. So here is 1 gram divided by 1 semi cube. This is the equation. So it can be written as in this way, and here is n2. You do not know n2. Now the value of unit of mass is 100 gram. This is 100 gram. The unit of length is 10 semi. Unit of length is 10 semi. So here it can be written as 10 semi whole to the power 3. So it will be n2 equals to 100 gram, and here will be 10 to the power 3 semi cube. So what will be the value of n2? N2 will be, the value of n2 will be, here is 4 into, this will be 10 to the power 3 and here will be 10 to the power 2, so it will be 40. So the value of material in unit system 2 will be 40. So this will be the value of unit system of unknown unit system will be 40. So in this way you can calculate any other problem. So similar problem. So in 2010, here you see number 1, the dimension of half epsilon naught e square. So the dimension of half epsilon naught e square, this is the energy density. This is a energy density. This is a energy density. Electromagnetic wave. When a electromagnetic wave go through a medium of vacuum, then the energy density, electrical energy density is half epsilon naught e square. Okay, so this is electrical energy density. So energy per unit volume. So energy is m work done, so it will be m L T to the power minus 2 into L, and volume is L Q. Volume is L Q. So it will be m L to the power minus 1 T to the power minus 2. So it will be m to the power minus, this is the dimension of 1/2 epsilon naught square. Now number 2, a student measures the distance traversing free fall when a particle fall under gravity. Here is g. Initial velocity is 0. So using this formula, one dimensional formula, h equals to ut plus half at square, this is the equation. So h equals to, this is 0, so 0 plus half g t square. So g equals to 2h by t square, 2h by t square. So the percentage error of g is the percentage error of h plus 2 into percentage error of t. Here you see the percentage error of distance is u1. So h distance is u1. So u1 plus 2 e2, the percentage of error of calculation g will be u1 plus 2 e2.